Lesson, Nouns, Basic to Advanced. Introduction. The teacher in the video says, today we will study nouns in detail, from basic level to advanced level. By the end, nouns will be crystal clear to you. They remind us that in childhood, our teachers told us a noun is the name of a person, place, animal, or thing. But this old definition is incomplete. What is a noun? A noun equals a naming word, any word that gives a name to something. Examples, you say, that man is honest. Here, honesty is a noun because it names a quality. You say, he spoke the truth. Truth is a noun because it names an idea. So nouns are not only person, place, animal, thing. They are also 1, qualities, like honesty, beauty, discipline. 2, states, conditions, like sadness, happiness, confidence, nervousness. 3, actions, things we name, like laughter, movement, decision. Final definition. Noun equals a word that names a person, place, animal, thing, quality, state, or action. Examples, person, man, woman, teacher, John, Mary, people. Place, home, office, town, America, India, playground. Animal things, monkey, table, chair, music, money. States, condition of mind, feeling, confidence, nervousness, anger, peace, happiness. Qualities, beauty, elegance, honesty, discipline, talent. Common mistake. How to identify a noun. Many learners get confused. Let's see with examples. Example 1, I went home. I, pronoun. Went, verb, shows action. Home looks like a noun, but here it answers where. Where did I go? Home. So in this sentence, home is an adverb, not a noun. Example 2, I have a home. Here, home answers, what do I have? A home. It names a thing, so here home is a noun. So same word can act as a noun in one sentence and an adverb in another. Always check the role of the word in the sentence, not just the word itself. Quick summary. 1, old school definition. Noun equals person, place, thing, animal is not enough. 2, real definition. Noun equals a naming word. It can name person, place, animal, thing, quality, state, or action. 3 examples. Person, teacher, John. Place, India, office. Quality, honesty, beauty. State, happiness, confidence, action, named, laughter, truth. 4, to identify a noun, check what question it answers. If it answers what, usually a noun. If it answers where, after a verb, usually an adverb. That covers the first part of your training. How to identify a noun. The teacher says, to find out if a word is a noun, you can ask the verb 3 questions. Who, whom, what. Any word that answers one of these questions is usually a noun, or sometimes a pronoun. Example 1 sentence. Ram married Sita. Who married Sita? Ram, noun. Whom did Ram marry? Sita, noun. So both Ram and Sita are nouns. Example 2 sentence. I went to Agra. To Agra, here Agra is connected to the preposition to. Rule word after a preposition is usually a noun or pronoun, so Agra equals noun. Example 3 sentence, she has confidence. Who has confidence? She, pronoun. What does she have? Confidence, noun. Example 4 sentence, health is wealth. What is wealth? Health equals noun. What is health? Wealth equals noun. So both health and wealth are nouns. Shortcut rule to identify a noun. 1, if a word answers who, whom, what, it's a noun or pronoun. 2, if a word is the object of a preposition, like to Agra, in Delhi, at home, it's a noun or pronoun. Types of nouns overview. The teacher now starts explaining types of nouns. Let's list them. 1, proper noun, a specific, special name. Examples Ramesh, Neha, India, Delhi, Amazon River. Rule, proper nouns always start with a capital letter, Ramesh, not Ramesh. 2, common noun, a general name, not specific. Examples boy, girl, city, river. 3, abstract noun, a name of a quality, idea, or state. Examples honesty, beauty, confidence, love. 4, concrete noun, something you can see, touch, smell, hear, or taste. Examples chair, apple, music, perfume. 5, collective noun, a word that names a group. Examples team, army, class, bunch. 6, countable noun, things you can count. Examples books, pens, chairs. Uncountable noun, things you cannot count individually. Examples water, sugar, milk, information. Quick summary. To identify a noun, ask the verb who, whom, what. Words after prepositions are also nouns, pronouns. Examples, Ram married Sita. Ram, Sita equals nouns. She has confidence. Confidence equals noun. Health is wealth, both nouns. Types of nouns. 1, proper, India. Rameshu, common, city. Abstract, honesty of, love. 4, concrete, table, music. 5, collective, countable, book, pen. 7, uncountable, water, sugar. That's the explanation. Abstract. Proper noun definition. A proper noun is the specific, particular name of a person, place, or thing. It always begins with a capital letter, Delhi, not Delhi. Key point: proper nouns usually don't have a meaning of their own. For example, Delhi doesn't mean anything by itself. It's just the name of a city. India is just the name of a country. Examples: Hitesh goes to school. Hitesh is a proper noun, specific person's name. I want to go to Rotang La. Rotang La, a mountain pass, equals proper noun. Common noun definition. A common noun is a general name for a class or group of people, places, or things. It is not specific. Examples: boy, girl, student, teacher, city, country, river. Comparison. Delhi equals proper noun, specific city. City equals common noun, general word. Collective noun. Definition. A collective noun is the name of a group of people, animals, or things. Examples: team equals group of players. Class equals group of students. Army equals group of soldiers. Flock, group of birds. Difference between proper, common, and collective noun. Let's connect them with one example. 1. Team, collective noun, group of players. 2. Player, common noun, any player. 3. Sachin Tendulkar, proper noun, specific player. Another example: class, collective, group of students. Student, common, any student. Bindu, proper, specific student's name. And another: army, collective, group of soldiers. Soldier, common, any soldier. Ramesh, proper, specific soldier. Parrot example: parrot, common noun, all parrots. Mithu, proper noun, a particular parrot given a name. Newspaper example: newspaper. Common noun, general. The Washington Post, proper noun, specific name. Husband example: husband, common noun, general. Frank, proper noun, specific husband's name. Share abstract noun definition. An abstract noun is something you cannot see, touch, smell, hear, or taste. It is not physical. It only exists as a quality, idea, or state of mind. Examples: honesty, love, confidence, happiness, anger, discipline. So, concrete nouns equals physical: table, chair, river, book. Abstract nouns equals non-physical: honesty, beauty, sadness, truth. Our quick summary: proper noun equals specific name: India, Sachin, Delhi. Always capital letter. 2. Common noun equals general name: boy, city, student. 3. Collective noun equals group name: team, class, army, flock. 4. Connection: team, collective, players, common, Sachin, proper. 5. Abstract noun equals cannot be touched or seen, only felt, understood: love, honesty, confidence. This section explained proper, common, collective, and abstract nouns. I'll keep it colorful with emojis, clear points, and very simple English. Explanation of abstract nouns and concrete nouns. Abstract noun meaning: these are nouns you cannot see, touch, hear, smell, or taste. You can only feel them in your mind or heart. They do not have a physical form. Examples from transcript. Confidence: you can see a person, but you cannot see his confidence. You can only feel it. Love: you can see the person, but not the love itself. Love is only a feeling. Poverty, Gary B. You cannot see poverty. You see the person's house, clothes, lifestyle, and from that, you feel poverty. Smile: you can see lips and teeth, but not smile. A smile is an emotion, a feeling of happiness. Happiness: you cannot see happiness, you can only feel it. So abstract nouns, things you feel, imagine, or think, but cannot touch or see. Tasha, categories inside abstract nouns. The teacher explained 4 main types. 1. Action. Example: laughter. Laughing is an action, but the noun laughter is abstract. 2. State. Example: happy, sad, angry. These are states of mind. 3. Feelings. Example: love, hatred, fear. 4. Qualities. Example: honesty, discipline, bravery. Important: all these are abstract nouns because they are not physical. More examples from transcript. Success seems to come easily to some people. Success is abstract noun. We only see the result, not the effort. His hatred of people: hatred is abstract noun. He loves nature incredibly. Love equals abstract noun. He got an award for his bravery. Bravery is abstract noun. Concrete noun meaning: opposite of abstract noun. Concrete nouns are things you can sense with your 5 senses: see, touch, hear, smell, taste. They have a physical form. Examples: book, table, chair, flower, pencil, stars, water, music. You can hear it. Waterfall. You can see and hear it. Rule: if you can use any of your 5 senses, see, hear, smell, taste, touch, it is a concrete noun. Material noun, special type of concrete noun. Meaning: raw materials from which other things are made. If something is used to make another product, it is a material noun. Examples: water, used to make tea; sugar, used in tea, sweets; wood, used to make table, chair; iron, used to make lockers; milk, used to make butter, cheese. All these are material nouns. They are still concrete, but they are special because they are raw material. Cache overlap between nouns. The teacher also said, some nouns can belong to more than one category. Example: book equals common nouns, concrete noun. Team equals collective noun plus common noun. Wood equals material noun, concrete noun. Quick summary. 1-1. Abstract nouns cannot be seen or touched, only felt. Action, state, feelings, qualities. Examples: love, confidence, success, honesty, bravery. 2. Concrete nouns can be sensed by 5 senses. Physical. Examples: book, table, flower, pencil, waterfall. 3. Material nouns, a type of concrete noun. Raw materials that make other things. Examples: wood, water, sugar, iron, milk. 4. Overlap. One noun can belong to more than one group. Now tell me, do you want me to prepare a visual chart diagram with emojis and examples to compare abstract versus concrete versus material nouns so it becomes super easy vision? Understanding collective nouns step by step. Concrete noun can be many types. The teacher said concrete nouns can also be collective noun, common noun, material noun, proper noun. Example: Ramesh, proper noun, also a concrete noun, you can see him. Team, collective noun, also a concrete noun, you can see the people. So remember, concrete noun is the big family. Inside it, we can have many smaller types. What is a collective noun? A collective noun is a name given to a group of people, animals, or things. Example: group of players, team; group of cows, herd; group of birds, flock. Important rule from subject-verb agreement. If the group is doing one action together, use singular verb. Example: the team is winning the match. If the group members are doing actions individually, use plural verb. Example: the team are wearing different uniforms. Examples of collective nouns. For animals: team, our team won the match. A pack of animals, pack of wolves, pack of dogs. Swarm of bees. Swarm means a flying group of insects. Flock of birds, flock of sheep, goats, herd of wild horses. Herd is used for herbivore animals, animals that eat grass, not meat. Pack is used in many ways. Pack of cards, playing cards. Pack of handkerchiefs. Pack of books. So pack is not only for animals, but also for things collected together. Flock is used for birds, small hoofed animals like sheep, goats. Swarm is used for bees, mosquitoes, other insects. Fish, shoal of fish, school of fish. Both words are correct. People, crowd, group of people, normal group. Mob, group of angry people. Gang, group of criminals or thieves, also used for dock workers, sailors, ship workers. Staff, people working in the same place, like a school staff, office staff. Crew, people working on airplanes or ships. Choir, choir of singers, group of singers. Orchestra, group of musicians, instrument players. Panel, group of experts. Board, group of professionals, e.g. board of directors. Troupe, group of actors, acrobats, or dancers. Objects, bunch, group of objects tied together. Bunch of keys, bunch of grapes, bunch of flowers. Extra tips to remember easily. Herd, grass-eating animals. Pack, dangerous animals, or group of things, cards, books, handkerchiefs. Flock, birds and small animals. Swarm, insects. Shoal, school, fish. Crowd, normal people. Mob, angry people. Gang, criminals or workers. Staff, office, school employees. Crew, ship, airplane workers. Choir, singers. Orchestra, musicians. Board, professionals. Troupe, actors, dancers. Bunch, keys, grapes, flowers. Quick summary. 1. Concrete noun can be common, proper, material, or collective. 2. Collective noun equals name for a group of people, animals, or things. 3. Verb rule. Group acting together, singular verb. Group acting individually, plural verb. 4. Important collective nouns. Herd, pack, flock, swarm, shoal, school. Crowd, mob, gang, staff, crew. Choir, orchestra, panel, board, troupe. Bunch. Bank asked a summary so you remember the main points quickly. Understanding collective nouns, plus countable and uncountable nouns. 1. Words for groups of things. Bunch. A bunch means a group of things tied or kept together. Example: a bunch of flowers, a bunch of grapes, a bunch of bananas. Hash pile. Pile means a heap, a lot of things collected together without arrangement. Example, a pile of garbage, a pile of clothes, a pile of books, messy way, not arranged. Heap. Heap equals same meaning as pile. Both can be used interchangeably instead of each other. Example, there is a heap pile of sand. Set. Set means well-arranged, organized group of items or rules. Example, a set of rules, a set of tools, a set of books nicely arranged. Stack. Stack means items arranged one on top of another in order. Example, a stack of books arranged properly, one above the other, a stack of plates. Difference, pile heap, messy collection. Stack, neatly arranged one above another. Series. Series means something coming one after another in order. Example, a series of books, a series of movies, a series of lectures. Shower, normally shower of rain, but also used for shower of gifts, shower of compliments, means a lot of things coming continuously, one after another. Number 2, countable and uncountable nouns, countable nouns. Definition, things you can count, 1, 2, 3. Example, book, pen, apple, chair. Question words, how many? Used with words like many, few. Example, how many apples are there? There are a few apples. Uncountable nouns. Definition, things you cannot count separately. Example, water, rice, sugar, hair. Question words, how much? Used with words like much, little. Example, how much sugar is in the tea? Very little sugar. 3, confusion with hair. This is very important and often confusing. Normally, hair is uncountable. We don't say, I have 350 hairs. We say his hair is long. That her hair is short. But sometimes we want to count a few hairs. Example, he has only 2 hairs on his head. For this, we don't say 2 hairs. Instead, we use strands of hair, streaks of hair. Correct sentences. He has 2 strands of hair on his head. She colored 3 streaks of her hair brown. So, general use hair equals to uncountable. Specific small count, strands, streaks of hair equals countable. Quick summary. 1. Group words. Bunch equals tied together, flowers, grapes, bananas. Pile, heap equals messy group. Set equals organized group. Stack equals neat, one above another. Series, one after another. Shower equals continuous gifts, compliments / rain. 2. Countable nouns equals can count, books, apples. How many? Many, few. Uncountable nouns cannot count, water, rice, hair. How much? Much, little. 3. Hair. Normally uncountable, his hair is long. To count, use strands, streaks of hair. Done, by step, in very simple beginner English with examples, emojis, and clear notes. Understanding today's transcript. 1. Hair, uncountable. The teacher is saying the word hair is uncountable. We never say 20 hairs, 30 hairs, etc. That is wrong. We just say hair. Example, wrong, I have 20 hairs. Correct, I have long hair. But sometimes when we want to count small parts of hair, we use special words. Strand of hair, a single thin piece of hair. Streak of hair, a group line of hair, usually colored. Example, he has 2 strands of hair on his head. She got red streaks in her hair. 2. Hairs word is wrong. Teacher explains that the word hairs does not exist in English grammar. If you see 20 hairs or gray hairs written somewhere, that's wrong. Correct form, hair, uncountable. 3. Star, countable. Big confusion for many students. Some students think, there are so many stars, we cannot count them, so stars are uncountable. Teacher says, this logic is wrong. Star is countable. Why? Because we can say, my teacher gave me 5 stars. I saw 3 stars in the sky. Just because something is many or infinite, like stars, trees, pencils, doesn't mean it is uncountable. Countable equals we can use numbers or plural form s. Uncountable cannot add numbers or plural. Number 4, wrong logic explained. Teacher explains, if we say stars are uncountable because they are many, then even pencils, rubbers, and chairs would be uncountable because there are too many in the world. But we know pencils, rubbers, and chairs are countable, so many equals uncountable. Uncountable means we cannot separate and count one by one. Number 5, list of common uncountable nouns cannot be counted. Teacher gives a list of words that look countable but are actually uncountable. Information, advice, news, jewelry, machinery, equipment, luggage, baggage, poetry, furniture, scenery, hair. For these, we do not say an information or one furniture. Instead, we use piece of or items of. Nashar 6. Examples with uncountable nouns. Wrong, a very important information. Correct, a very important piece of information. Wrong, I bought one furniture. Correct, I bought one piece of furniture. Wrong, he gave me 3 advices. Correct, he gave me 3 pieces of advice. Wrong, she has many jewelries. Correct, she has many items of jewelry. Summary view. Hair equals uncountable. Hair, hairs, 2 strands of hair. Star equals countable. Stars is correct. Star is uncountable. Is wrong. Many uncountable. Just because there are a lot of things doesn't mean they are uncountable. Uncountable words list: information, advice, news, jewelry, machinery, equipment, luggage, baggage, poetry, furniture, scenery, hair. For uncountable, use piece of or items of. Teacher nouns, singular and plural forms. Transcript explanation in simple English. Part 1. Uncountable nouns and IAN. The teacher says, sentence, he gave me an advice. This is wrong. Why? Because advice is uncountable. Uncountable nouns cannot use a vash and in front of them. Correct sentence, he gave me a piece of advice. We use a piece of to make advice countable. Rule about uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns cannot take an. Uncountable nouns have no plural. Advices, information, examples. I need an information. I need a piece of information. I bought one furniture. I bought one item of furniture. Examples from transcript. There is no more water in the pond. Water equals uncountable noun. We do not say waters when talking about water in general. 2. I need to find information. Information equals uncountable noun. 3. You seem to have a high level of intelligence. Intelligence, uncountable. 4. Equipment is uncountable. Garbage is uncountable. How to count uncountable nouns? The teacher explains. To count uncountable nouns, you must use a countable unit word before them. Examples. Garbage, 9 bags of garbage. Water, 8 glasses of water. Advice, 3 pieces of advice. Bread, 2 slices of bread. 1 loaf of bread. Furniture, 5 items of furniture. Equipment, 7 pieces of equipment. Formula countable word plus puffs uncountable noun. Nash hashtag common uncountable nouns from the transcript. Don't try to count these directly. Accommodation, cur, advice, suggestion, baggage, behavior, bread, furniture, information, luggage, news, progress, traffic, travel, trouble, weather, work. All of these equals uncountable nouns. Singular and plural basic recap. Singular noun, 1 item, book, pen, boy. Plural noun, more than 1 item, books, pens, boys. Rules. Add s, book, books. Add es, bus, buses. Change y, is, baby, babies. Some irregular plurals, woman, women, child, children, tooth, teeth, foot, feet, man, men, leaf, leaves, mouse, mice, goose, geese, halves, knife, knives. Important note about words ending with s. Every word ending in s is not plural. Examples: mathematics, singular subject; physics, singular subject; politics, singular subject; news, singular; economics, ethics, singular. So, mathematics are interesting. Mathematics is interesting. Some nouns are always plural. Some nouns are always plural, meaning they take plural verbs. Examples: trousers, scissors, glasses, spectacles. My trousers are new, not is. Summary. Easy to remember. Uncountable nouns equals cannot use a, an, or plural form. Example, an advice, informations. A piece of advice, 2 pieces of information. To count them, use countable unit words. Water, a glass of water, bread, a slice of bread, furniture, an item of furniture. Some tricky nouns look plural but are singular. Mathematics, news, physics. Some nouns are always plural. Trousers, scissors, glasses. Would you like me to also make a colorful table, chart format, of countable versus uncountable nouns with examples? That way you can revise quickly for exams. Act like your English teacher for beginners. I will translate the Hindi parts into very simple English, explain slowly, add examples, and make it colorful with emojis. At the end, I'll give you a clear summary so you can revise quickly. Detailed explanation of the transcript. 1. Plural nouns that always take plural verbs. Teacher says some words are always plural. That means they never use a singular verb. Examples: cattle, scissors, kanchi, jeans, pants, trousers, headphones, sunglasses, wages, shoes, socks, slippers, heels, earrings, kan ki bali, spectacles, specs. These words are always plural nouns. You cannot use them with singular verbs. Example, my trousers is new. My trousers are new. 2. Thanks, the teacher explains, thank equal verb, kriya kam batata hai. Example, I thank you for your help. Thanks equals noun, sanja cheez ya naam. Example, I gave my thanks to him. Important rule, when it is a noun, it must always be thanks, never thank. Examples, he conveyed his thanks to the teacher. He conveyed his thank. Route 3. Common plural only nouns. Here are many words from the transcript that are plural only nouns. You cannot use them in singular form. Belongings equals saman, savings, bachat. Congratulations, badhai, not congratulation, always plural. Proceeds, aya pesa. Surroundings, aspas ka ilaka. Regards, shubhakamnaएं. Pliers, plas, upakaran. Tongues, pajamas, pajama. Shorts, shorts. Contents, samgri. Outskirts, shahar ka bahari ilaka. Glasses, goggles. Premises, padisar. Earnings, kamai. Tidings, samachar, clothes ka pardeideu. All these are plural nouns. So they always take plural verbs. Example, my belongings are missing. His earnings are good. The surroundings are beautiful. 4. Special plural nouns with meanings. Some more examples from transcript. Riches, dhan, amiri. Arms, hathye, or charity on. Thanks, plural noun. Example sentences, his riches are great. Amiri bahut hai. Arms are given to the poor. Dan diya gaya hai. 5. Important verb agreement rule. With these plural-only nouns, always use plural verbs. Examples, your clothes are dirty. My glasses are on the table. The contents are missing. My earnings are good. The outskirts are quiet. Don't use singular verbs with them. Beginner-friendly summary. Some words are always plural. Trousers, scissors, spectacles, jeans, belongings, savings, surroundings, thanks, etc. These words always take plural verbs. My trousers are new. His belongings are missing. Difference. Thank equals vriya, I thank you. Thanks equals noun, my thanks to you. Remember, there is no singular form for congratulations, not congratulation. Thanks, not thank as noun. Savings, belongings, earnings, proceeds. Golden rule, if a word is naturally plural, like jeans, scissors, belongings, always use a plural verb with it. Would you like me to now create a colorful step-by-step like a beginner English class will? Translate the Hindi into easy English, explain slowly with examples, add emojis for fun and memory. At the end, I'll give you a simple summary. Nouns. Detailed explanation. 1. Introduction to nouns. The teacher says today we will study nouns. Nouns are a very important topic. We will learn many concepts and discuss them in detail. Noun equals a word that names a person, place, thing, or idea. Examples, ram, person, deli, place, table, thing, honesty, idea. The teacher also says, when you write notes with your own hands, you remember things better than just reading a PDF. 2. Common confusion, words ending with S. We usually think if a word ends with S, it must be plural, but not always true. Some words look plural because of S, but they are actually singular nouns. Examples, mathematics, physics, statistics, news, economics. Inning, innings in cricket. Politics, athletics, gymnastics, mechanics, gallows, structure for hanging or support, summons, court order, classics, classical works like books, music. All these words are singular nouns. That means they take a singular verb. Example, mathematics is my favorite subject. The news is shocking. Politics is complicated. 3. Important exam favorites. The teacher warns, examiners love to test these tricky words. A gallows. Meaning a structure pillar used for execution or building support. Looks plural because of S, but it is singular. Always use is, not are. Example, the gallows is ready. The gallows are ready. B. Summons, meaning a legal order by a court to appear. It looks plural, but it is singular. Always use singular verbs, is, has. Example, a summons has been issued by the court. A summons have been issued. Plural of summons equals summonses. Example, many summonses were sent by the court. Special case, politics. This word can be used in 2 different ways. Politics as a subject field, area of study, meaning the field of politics, treated as singular. Example, politics is a dirty game. Politics involves everyone. Politics as political views, opinions, meaning beliefs or ideas about politics, treated as plural. Example, his politics are confusing. The politics of today are very divided. Beginner-friendly summary. Not all words ending with S are plural. Some are singular. Examples: mathematics, news, politics, summons, gallows. Exam favorites: gallows, singular, takes, is, has. Summons, singular, takes, is, has, plural equals summonses. Politics can be singular as a field subject, plural as views, opinions. Golden rule for beginners: don't be fooled by S at the end. Always check the meaning before deciding singular or plural. Question for you. Practice. Can you try making one sentence each with economics, news, summons? Would you like me to also prepare a colorful chart table that separates singular words ending with S, plural words ending with S, words that can be both depending on explanation, beginner friendly? Share 1. Word. Politics. Sentence. Politics is a dirty game. Here, politics is used like a subject field, like science, maths, so we use a singular verb, is. Example: politics is taught in this university. Physics is hard for many students. But sentence: his politics are different from mine. Here, politics means his views, opinions, what he believes, so we use a plural verb, are. Example: her politics are confusing. My politics are opposite to his. Rule: politics equals subject, singular verb, is, has. Politics equals opinions, plural verb, are, have. Word. Mathematics and statistics. When used as subjects, always singular. Examples: mathematics is my favorite subject. Statistics is taught by Rena ma'am. Mathematics is very interesting. So, subject, use, is, has. But if meaning equals calculations, mathematics, or data, statistics, use plural verb. Examples: my mathematics are strong. Here, mathematics equals my calculations are strong. The statistics show that it will rain. Here, statistics equals data. Rule: mathematics, statistics as subjects, singular verb, is, has. Mathematics, statistics as calculations, data, plural verb, are, have. Hashtag 3. Word. Data. Traditionally, data equals plural, many pieces of information. Singular equals datum. Examples: traditional grammar: this datum is important, one piece of information. These data are useful, many pieces of information. But nowadays, many people also use data as singular, so both are correct, depending on sentence. Examples: modern grammar: the data is accurate, treated as singular. The data are accurate, treated as plural. Rule: old grammar equals data, plural. New usage equals data, singular or plural. Depends on context. Beginner-friendly summary: politics. Subject, singular. Politics is my subject. Opinions, plural. His politics are different. Mathematics and statistics. As subject, singular. Mathematics is tough. As calculations, data, plural. The statistics show the truth. Data. Traditional, plural of datum. Modern can be used as singular or plural. Golden trick for exams: always check the meaning before choosing the verb. Don't decide only by S at the end. Quick practice for you. Can you try writing sentences with politics as subject, mathematics as calculations, data as singular? Detailed explanation of the transcript. 1. Data. Earlier, Old English. Data was always considered plural. Example: the data are correct. The data show the results. Modern English. Now, data can be treated as plural or singular, depending on the sentence. As plural, the data are accurate. As singular, the data is accurate. So in exams, they may give both usages. You must check the context. 2. Summon, summons, summonses. This is a very important grammar topic, double star. 3 different forms. 1. Summon, verb, means to call someone, bulana. Example: the court summoned you, court ne aapko bulaya. Summons, singular noun, means a legal call, one notice, bulava. Example: the court sent a summons to you, equals court ne aapko ek bulava bheja. 3. Summonses, plural noun, means more than one notice, many calls, kai bulave. Example: the court issued 2 summonses, court ne do bulave bheje. Wrong, 2 summons were issued. Correct, 2 summonses were issued. Or 3. Revision of previous concepts. Mathematics, statistics, politics. When used as subject field, they take singular verb. Mathematics is interesting. Politics is a dirty game. News is an uncountable noun, always singular. The news was broadcast yesterday. 4. Uncountable nouns, very important for exams. Some nouns cannot be counted. They do not have plural forms. Examples: equipment, furniture, jewelry, luggage, machinery, poetry, scenery, information, advice, baggage, hair, stationery. Wrong forms: equipments, furnitures, informations, advices, stationaries. Correct usage: the furniture is new, not furniture's. She gave me good advice, not advices. This is useful information, not information's. If we want to show quantity, we use expressions like a piece of furniture, 2 pieces of advice, 3 sets of luggage. Nashtar 5. Article usage with uncountable nouns. You cannot use a or an with uncountable nouns because an means one. An information, some information, a piece of information. Share 6. Cases of nouns. Introduction. Nouns have 4 cases in grammar. 1. Nominative subjective case, when noun is subject of sentence. Example, Ram runs fast. 2. Objective accusative case, when noun is object of verb. Example, I saw Ram. 3. Possessive genitive case, shows possession ownership. Example, this is Ram's book. 4. Vocative case, used for calling someone directly. Example, Ram, come here. Summary, quick revision. Date equals can be plural are or singular is in modern English. Summon, verb, summons, singular noun. Summonses, plural noun, very exam important. Maths, politics, statistics equals singular verbs when subject. News, equipment, furniture, advice, information, luggage, etc. equals uncountable nouns, no plural form, always singular verb. Uncountable nouns cannot take an. Use piece of, sets of. Noun cases equals 4 types: nominative, objective, possessive, vocative. So this part is teaching you the difference between countable versus uncountable nouns and special tricky nouns like data, summons, mathematics, politics, news. These appear very often in bank and SSC exams. Explanation of transcript. 1. Subjective, nominative case. Subject equals the person, thing who does the action. Rule: the subject always comes before the verb. Example, Ram loved Sita. Verb equals loved. Before the verb, Ram equals subject, subjective case. After the verb, Sita equals object, objective case. So subjective case equals before verb. Objective case equals after verb. 2. Objective accusative case. Object equals the person, thing who receives the action. Rule: the object always comes after the verb. Example, Ram likes Sita. Verb equals likes. Subject before verb equals Ram, object after verb, Sita, objective case. Number 3. Possessive case, most important. Possessive equals ownership, belonging, hak. Shows that something belongs to someone. Rule: adds apostrophe s after the noun. Examples, Ram ki gadi, Ram's car. Sita ki gadi, Sita's car. Mere students ki safalta, my student's success. 4. Special case, hissing sound. When we adds to plural nouns ending with s, it creates a double s sound. Example, student's success sounds like student's s success. Awkward to say. Solution: in such cases, drop the last s after apostrophe. Write it like student's success, correct, no extra s. So, my student's success equal mere students ki safalta, school's infrastructure, school ka infrastructure. Key difficult words. Subject, doer of action, jo kaam karta hai. Object, receiver of action, jis par kaam hota hai. Possessive, belonging, ownership. Hak, infrastructure, buildings. Infralies, buildings or facilities. Hissing sound. Jab, s. Ki awaaz ajeeb lage, jaise saamp. Quick summary: 1. Subjective case, before verb, Ram and Ram love Sita. 2. Objective case, after verb, Sita and Ram love Sita. 3. Possessive case, shows belonging, ownership, use s. Example, Ram's car, Sita's bag. 4. Special rule, for plural nouns ending with s, just add, not s. Example, student's success, main idea. Subject does the work, object receives it. Possessive shows ownership. Apostrophe rules are important for exams. Would you like me to also make a visual chart table with emojis like subject, subject, action, colorful? Detailed explanation. Number 1. Apostrophes and possessive case. Apostrophe plus s shows possession, means ownership or something belongs to someone. Example, Ram's car, the car belongs to Ram. Sita's book, the book belongs to Sita. This is called possessive case. Hashker 2. The problem of hissing sound. Sometimes when we adds, the sound becomes strange because 2 s sounds come together. This is called hissing sound, like a snake sound s. Example, my student's success sounds like student's s, too awkward. Correct. My student's success, remove the last s after apostrophe. So rule, if 2 s sounds come together, remove the last s. If no double s sound, keep it. Number 3. Apostrophes can be used only with nouns. Important, apostrophes is used only with nouns, naming words like Ram, Sita, school, students, children. Do not use with pronouns, yours, ours, theirs. Do not use with adjectives. Example of mistake. Yours sincerely, wrong. Correct, yours sincerely, no apostrophe here. Nasher 4, common mistake examples. Children's toys. Wait, is this wrong? Let's check. Word children is already plural, means many kids. So, correct form equals children's toys. This one is actually correct because children is already irregular plural. The teacher in transcript explained, don't remove the S unless there is a hissing sound problem. So rule, don't blindly remove S. Remove only if sound problem happens. Nachher 5, exception case, somebody else. Example, somebody else's book. Here sound becomes else's. Again, SS. But grammar rule says, keep it as it is. Don't remove the last S. So, somebody else's book. Correct, even if hissing sound comes. This is a special exception. Remember it. Number 6, example with government girls hostel. Wrong. Government girls hostel. Correct. Government girls hostel, because hissing sound problem, remove last S. 7, example with Residents Welfare Association. Wrong. Residents Welfare Association, double S sound bad. Correct. Residents Welfare Association, remove last S. Summary. Main ideas. 1, apostrophe S equals shows possession ownership. Ram's book equals book of Ram. 2's only with nouns, not pronouns like yours, ours, theirs. 3, if double S sound hissing, remove the last S. Student success, not students. 4, if no hissing sound, keep it normally. Children's toys, correct? 5, exception, somebody else's, keep the last S. 6, examples, government girls hostel, residents, welfare association. This was about hash lesson, apostrophes with non-living things. Apostrophes shows possession, ownership. When we use, it means belonging to someone, something. Example, Ravi's book equals the book belongs to Ravi. Teacher's pen, the pen belongs to the teacher. Key idea, apostrophes shows right or ownership. Rule, do not use S with non-living things. The teacher in the transcript says, non-living things, table, bottle, room, pen, etc., do not have rights. So we should not use S with them. Examples of wrong usage, table's legs, door's bolt, room's environment, pen's ink, bottle's lid, purse's pocket. These are wrong because we should not write after non-living things. Correct way, use of instead of's. For non-living things, we write legs of the table, not table's legs, bolt of the door, not door's bolt, environment of the room, not room's environment, ink of the pen, not pen's ink, lid of the bottle, not bottle's lid, pocket of the purse, not purse's pocket. So the pattern is of plus noun. Shash summary so far. Apostrophes shows possession, ownership. Use it with living things, people, animals. Do not use it with non-living things. Instead, use of for non-living things. Example, Sita's bag. Correct. Sita is a person. Ink of the pen. Correct. Pen is non-living. Next concept, exceptions, special cases. The teacher says, in English, there are always exceptions, special cases. So sometimes, even with non-living things, we can use S. Exceptions whereas is allowed. A units, measurement. A ton's weight, a liter's price, a kilogram's cost. B, places, cities, countries. Pune's weather, India's culture, Delhi's roads. C, time and events, New Year's party, Diwali's importance. Today's news. D, heavenly bodies, space objects. Earth's rotation, sun's rays, moon's light. E, idioms, phrases. At an arm's length, meaning keep distance. At a stone's throw, meaning very near. F, personification, poetic use. Personification equals when we treat non-living things like they are alive. Example, opportunity knocks once in life. Here, opportunity, non-living, is treated like a person knocking. Tasha's easy words explanation, possession ownership equals showing something belongs to someone. Non-living things equals things without life, table, bottle, pen. Exception equals special case, rule-breaking case. Personification, treating a non-living thing like a person. Final quick summary. 1, apostrophes equals shows belonging, ownership. 2, use with living things, Ravi's car, dog's tail. 3, do not use with non-living things, use of, ink of the pen, lid of the bottle. 4, exceptions, units, places, times, events, heavenly bodies, idioms, personification. Tip, always ask yourself, is it living or non-living? If living, use S. If non-living, use of, except special cases. Would you like me to also make a comparison chart? Explanation of the transcript. Personification, manavikaran, treating non-living. Sometimes we treat non-living things that cannot live, like table, bottle, moon, as if they are living beings. This is called personification. Example from transcript. Opportunity knocks only once in life. Here, opportunity is not a living thing. It cannot really knock, but we imagine it like a person knocking. This is personification. Another example. In poems, writers often say, "The moon smiled at me." The moon cannot really smile, but the poet makes it like a person. That is also personification. Rule, when we do personification, we can use apostrophes with non-living things. Example, the moon's beauty. Example, the opportunities knock. Normally, we do not use as with non-living things, but in personification, it is allowed. Exceptions, where apostrophes can be used with non-living things. Teacher gave some special cases, exceptions. Units, like weight measure. Example, a ton's weight. Example, a kilogram's value. Places, example, Delhi's weather. Example, India's environment. Time and events, example, New Year's celebration. Example, Diwali's lights. Celestial bodies, heavenly bodies in space. Example, Earth's temperature. Example, sun's rays. Example, moon's surface. Phrases, idioms. Example, at an arm's length means keep distance. Example, at a stone's throw means very near. Personification, already explained above. Example, opportunities knock. Example, the moon's smile. Vocative case, calling, addressing someone. The teacher now explained a new case of noun called vocative case. In this case, the noun is not the main subject or object of the sentence. Instead, the noun is used just to call someone, address someone, or point out someone. Examples. Ram, you are my best friend. Here, Ram is just being called. He is not the subject of the sentence. Hi, Sheena. Sheena is used for calling. So when we use a noun to address, call, refer someone directly, that is vocative case. Tash homework question from teacher. You have to write 2 abstract nouns and 2 concrete nouns. Abstract noun, things we cannot touch, see, ideas, feelings, qualities. Examples, happiness, bravery. Concrete noun, things we can see and touch. Examples, book, dog. Summary, main points. 1. Normally we do not use apostrophes with non-living things. Wrong table's legs. Correct, legs of the table. 2. Exceptions. With units, places, time, events, celestial bodies, idioms, and personification, we can use apostrophes. 3. Personification. When we treat non-living as living, e.g. opportunity knocks, moon smiles, then's is correct. 4. Vocative case, when a noun is used to call, address someone, e.g. Ram, you are my friend. 5. Homework. Write 2 examples of abstract nouns plus 2 examples of concrete nouns. So the main idea, apostrophes is usually for living things, but there are exceptions. And today you also learned a new case, vocative case. Do you want me to also prepare a practice worksheet with exercises like fill in the blanks, correct the sentence, etc.? Simple English, step by step with examples and colorful emojis. I'll organize it clearly so you can study it easily. Hag nouns and possession, common and split possession. Today's lesson is about possessive nouns and the different types of possession. Possession, showing ownership. Possession means showing that something belongs to someone. Example, Ram's car, the car belongs to Ram. Rule, we show possession by using apostrophe plus S. Hashard types of possession. There are 2 types. A, common possession, meaning when one thing is owned by more than one person. Example, Ram and Shyam have one car together. Here, both Ram and Shyam share ownership of the same car. Rule for apostrophe, treat the owners as a single entity. Puts at the last noun. Example, Ram and Shyam's car, only one car, shared by both. Another example, my brother and I's house, both share the same house. Key point, in common possession, there is one thing owned together, and apostrophes goes after the last person. B, split possession, meaning when each person owns something separately. Example, Ram has his car, Shyam has his car. Now they don't share, each has their own. Rule for apostrophe, each owner gets their owns. Example, Ram's and Shyam's cars. Ram's car equals one car, Shyam's car equals another car. Examples of possession. Let's check 4 possibilities the teacher mentioned. 1 Ram and Shyam car. Wrong, no apostrophe, doesn't show possession. 2 Ram and Shyam's car. Correct for common possession, they share one car. 3 Ram's and Shyam's car. Correct for split possession, they each have a car. 4. Rams and Shyam car. Wrong. Apostrophe only on Ram, not Shyam. Key concept summary. Possession type meaning. Example apostrophe. Placement person has their own thing. Common possession. One thing shared by multiple people. Ram and Shyam's car. Apostrophe goes last person. Split possession. Each person has their own thing. Rams and Shyam's cars. Apostrophe goes each owner. Extra tips. Apostrophes always shows ownership, belonging. Last noun, common possession. Each noun, split possession. Always think, do they share it or do they have it separately? For exams, if the sentence says Ram and Shyam's car, one car shared, common. If the sentence says Rams and Shyam's cars, two cars, split. Simple example practice 1. One book shared by Anna and Bella, Anna and Bella's book. 2. Each student has their own pen, John's and Mary's pens. Summary. 1. Possession shows ownership. 2. Common possession, shared item, apostrophe at last noun. 3. Split possession, separate items, apostrophe with each owner. 4. Check number of items helps decide type. Always ask, shared or separate? I can make it visually easy to understand. Nouns and possession. Common versus split possession. Advanced. Today's lesson is about common possession and split possession, especially tricky cases like when multiple people own things differently. Compound noun and common possession. What is a compound noun? A compound noun is when two or more nouns are treated as a single entity. Example, Ram and Shyam's car. Both share one car. Rule, in common possession, the apostrophes goes on the last noun. Example, Ram and Shyam's house. One house shared by both. Split possession. What is split possession? Split possession is when each person owns something separately. Example, Ram has a car, Shyam has a car. Now the ownership is separate. Rule, in split possession, apostrophes goes with each owner. Example, Ram's and Shyam's cars, two cars, each owned separately. Common mistakes and important concept. 1. Ram's and Shyam's car, correct if they have separate cars. 2. Sentence, Ram and Shyam's car, correct if they share one car. 3. Sentence, Ram and Shyam car, incorrect, no apostrophe. 4. Sentence, Rams and Shyam car, incorrect, only one apostrophe. Important rule, singular nouns in split possession. Singular nouns can never be used after split possession. Example of a wrong sentence. Ram and Shyam wife went to market. Problem, it seems like one wife is shared, wrong meaning. How to fix it? Option 1, use of construction. Ram and the wife of Shyam went to market. This clearly shows two different people. Option 2, use a comma to separate. Ram and Shyam's wife went to market. The comma shows no common possession. Rule, use a comma when common possession creates confusion. Summary of key concepts. Concept, meaning. Example, apostrophe of rule. Common possession, one thing shared by multiple people. Ram and Shyam's car, apostrophe on last noun. Split possession, each person owns separately. Rams and Shyam's cars, apostrophe on each noun. Singular noun problem. Don't use singular noun in split possession. Ram and Shyam wife, use of or comma usage. To show no common possession, Ram and Shyam's wife, comma separates owners. Quick tips. Ask yourself, do they share it or own separately? Shared, apostrophe at last noun. Separate, apostrophe with each owner. Singular after split possession, use of or comma. Examples. Practice 1, one shared bike, Alice and Bob's bike. 2, each person has a bike, Alice's and Bob's bikes. 3, two different spouses, John and Peter's wife went to party. 4, shared house, Anna and Lisa's house. Key takeaways. 1, common possession equals shared item, last noun gets apostrophe. 2, split possession equals separate items, each noun gets apostrophe. 3, singular nouns can appear in split possession, fix with of or comma. 4, commas are important to avoid confusion in split possession. Possession, advanced cases. Today's lesson is about ownership, possession in English, especially tricky cases with multiple owners and compound nouns. Common versus split possession. Example scenario. Wives going to market. 1 problem. You want to write that Ram's wife and Shyam's wife both went to the market. 2. Incorrect way. Ram and Shyam wives went to the market. Why wrong? It looks like one wife is shared, common possession, which is impossible. 3. Correct way. Ram's wife and Shyam's wife went to the market. Here, apostrophes is used for each person separately. Rule: if common possession is not possible, each owner must get S, not shared. Match apostrophes with compound nouns. What is a compound noun? A compound noun is a group of words that function as one noun. Examples: son-in-law, sister-in-law. Rule: apostrophes goes at the end of the whole compound noun, never in the middle or start. Examples: 1. Son-in-law's car, correct. 2. Son-in-law's car, incorrect. 3. Son-in-law car, incorrect. Remember, always treat the compound noun as one single word for possession. Nash singular versus plural with possession. 1. Singular noun, son-in-law. 2. Plural noun, sons-in-law. Possession example: singular, son-in-law's car, one son-in-law owns one car. Plural, sons-in-law's car, more than one son-in-law share one car. Important, don't confuse singular plural with possession. These are different concepts. Common mistakes. 1. Ram's wife and Shyam's wife went to market. Correct, separate wives. 2. Ram and Shyam wives went to market. Wrong, seems like shared wife 3. Son-in-law car, wrong, apostrophe missing. 4. Son-in-law's car, correct, apostrophe at end. Extra important rule: after apostrophe is, you cannot put a conjunction like and before the noun. Example: Ram's and Shyam wife went. Wrong. Ram's wife and Shyam's wife went. Correct. Quick visual summary table. Rule example: correct, incorrect. Ray, separate possession: Ram's wife and Shyam's wife, correct. Common possession impossible: Ram and Shyam wives, wrong. Compound noun possession: son-in-law's car, correct. Plural compound noun: sons-in-law's car, no conjunction before apostrophe: Ram's and Shyam wife, wrong. Cash key takeaways. 1. Common possession, shared item, apostrophe at last noun. 2. Split possession, separate items, apostrophe with each owner. 3. Compound nouns, apostrophe goes at the end, never in middle. 4. Singular plural, don't confuse with possession, handle separately. 5. Use comma or rephrase if common possession causes confusion. This is the core concept you need for possessive nouns in English, especially for tricky cases with multiple owners and compound nouns. And memory. Chat nouns and units, beginner-friendly explanation. Today's lesson is about nouns and units. This is a very important topic because it tells us how numbers, units, and nouns work together in English. Apostrophe rule recap. Never put in apostrophes in a way that creates confusion. Always apostrophes must come before a noun, never before a conjunction. Example: Ram's wife and Shyam's wife, correct. Wrong. Ram and Shyam wives makes it look like one wife shared by both. Nouns and units, 3 types of units. Units tell us how much or how many of something we are talking about. There are 3 types of units. Definite units. These are units where exact numbers or amounts are known. Example: 1 was 200 students, 90 marks, 800 seconds. Rule: definite units are always singular. Wrong example: I am 12 years old. Should be: I am 12 years old. Infinite units. These are units where exact numbers are unknown. Example: thousands of students, millions of people. Rule: we don't know the exact number, so we use words like thousands, millions. Random arbitrary units. These are units made by humans for convenience, not exact or standard. Example: making tea. Mom says, half a glass of milk. You see 6 different glasses. Which one to use? Mom says 1.5 spoons sugar. You see 3 different spoons. Which one to pick? The problem is sizes are random, so these units are random arbitrary units. Other examples: a handful of rice, 2 scoops of flour. Rule: random units vary depending on the person, place, or item, and are not standard. Key rules of definite units. 1. Definite units are exact numbers. Example: 50 students, 90 marks, 200 seconds. 2. Always singular when used after a number. Example: I am 10 years old, not 10 years olds. 3. After the number and unit, a noun or adjective can follow. Example: 10 liters water, 200 students selected. Examples to remember: unit type, example, rule. Definite, 50 marks, 200 students. Exact number known, always singular. Infinite, thousands of students, millions of people. Number unknown, approximate. Random, half a glass, a handful of rice. Varies, human-made, arbitrary. Beginner tip: when asking someone's age, wrong, I am 7 years old. Correct, I am 7 years old. Always use singular year after a number, even if number is more than 1. Summary, what you must remember. 1. Apostrophes, always before noun, never before conjunction. 2. 3 types of units. Definite, exact number, singular, infinite, approximate number, like thousands, millions. Random, human-made, arbitrary units. 3. Definite units are always singular, no S after the unit. 4. Infinite units are used when exact number unknown. 5. Random units vary based on human decision or context. If you want, I can make a colorful visual chart with all 3 unit types. Examples and rules, which will make it super easy to memorize for exams and deeply understand the concepts of definite and infinite units. Hack, nouns, numbers, and units. Beginner-friendly detailed explanation. This part of the video explains how to use units with numbers in English and when units are singular or plural. Definite units. Concept 1. Numbers, units, adjective. Rule. When you have a number plus unit plus noun adjective, the unit is always singular. Example, incorrect, correct. I am 2 years old. I am 2-year-old. Year is singular because unit comes after number plus noun adjective. I saw a 5-inch snake. I saw a 5-inch snake. Inch is singular, not inches. She has a plus note. She has a singular here. Tip. Think number unit noun adjective equals unit singular. Shocker. Definite units. Concept 2. Number plus unit only. Sometimes you only have number plus unit, no noun or adjective after it. Here, the unit may be singular or plural depending on its meaning. Step 1. Check if the unit clearly tells the meaning is sufficient. If unit is sufficient, we use plural. If unit is not sufficient, unclear meaning, we use singular. Example 1. Unit sufficient. Sentence. I have 5 rupees in my pocket. Number equals 5. Unit equals rupees. Does it tell the meaning? Yes. Plural, 5 rupees. Sentence. I have 1 rupee in my pocket. Number equals 1. Unit equals rupee. Singular. Example 2. Unit insufficient. Sentence. I have 5 million in my pocket. Number 5. Unit equals million. Does it tell the meaning? No. Million of what? Could be money, books, people, unclear. Singular, 5 million. Rule. Unit tells meaning, plural. Unit doesn't tell meaning, singular. Now, infinite units. Concept. Infinite units are when the exact number is unknown. Example, thousands of students, millions of people, lakhs of rupees. Rule. Always use plural for infinite units because we don't know the exact number. Tip. Definite units, exact number, singular if followed by noun adjective. Infinite units, unknown number, plural. Quick examples. Definite versus infinite, type, example, singular, plural. Definite, sufficient meaning, 5 rupees, plural, rupees. Definite, insufficient meaning, 5 million, singular, million. Definite, numbers, nouns are adjective, 2-year-old, singular, year. Infinite, thousands of students, plural, thousands. Key points to remember. 1 numberless unit, noun adjective, unit singular. Example, 5-year-old child, 5-inch snake. 2. Number plus unit only, check unit meaning. Unit tells meaning, plural, 5 rupees. Unit unclear, singular, 5 million. 3. Infinite approximate numbers, always plural, thousands, millions, lakhs. 4. Never confuse plural rules for definite and infinite units. Visual tip, think like this. You can see the code in our conversation history. Sashar. Summary. Definite units equals exact numbers, singular if followed by noun adjective. Unit sufficient, plural. Unit insufficient, singular. Infinite units equals approximate numbers, always plural. Example, I have 2-year-old child. I have 5 rupees. I have 5 million. Thousands of students attended. Random units. Nouns and units, beginner-friendly explanation. This part of the video talks about infinite units, plural forms, and random units. Infinite units, plural form. Infinite units are approximate numbers. Examples, thousands, lakhs, millions. Rule, always use plural for infinite units. Examples, incorrect, correct, explanation. Lack of million of students, lakhs of millions of students. Infinite units, plural. Thousand of students, thousands of students. Always plural, million of books, millions of books, plural form required. Tip, infinite unit equals unknown or large number, always plural. Think, many people, students/items, plural. English exam tip. In Hindi we say, students gave the test. In English, Students take the test. Teachers give the test. Open quote. Note, English flips the subject action compared to Hindi. Close quote. Arranging infinite units, ascending order. Rule, always arrange units from smallest to largest. Ascending order equals small, big, bigger, biggest. Order of units. You can see the code in our conversation history. Example. Incorrect, correct, explanation. Hundreds of crores of lakhs of students. Hundreds of lakhs of crores of students always use ascending order. Tip, always go small to big. Random units. Definition. Random units equals units made by humans, not fixed, used for quantity measurement in daily life. Examples, a spoonful of sugar, a fistful of rice, a handful of nuts, a glassful of water, a mouthful of food. Random units, plural form rule. To make random units plural, always add s at the end. Random unit, plural form. Spoonful, spoonfuls, glassful, glassfuls, fistful, fistfuls, handful, handfuls, mouthfulfuls, cupful, cupfuls. Tip, add s at the end of the entire unit. Never split the unit. Random units, singular or plural. Generally use singular for one measurement, plural when multiple. Example, I took a spoonful of sugar. I took 3 spoonfuls of sugar. She drank a glassful of water. They drank 5 glassfuls of water. Summary. Units and plural forms. 1. Infinite units, always plural. Thousands, lakhs, millions, use plural. 2. Arrange infinite units in ascending order. Small, big, bigger, biggest. Example, hundreds, lakhs, crores. 3. Random units, plural by adding s at the end. Spoonful, spoonfuls, handful, handfuls. 4. Random units, singular, plural. 1 unit, singular, multiple units, plural. Visual trick for memory. You can see the code in our conversation history. If you want, units and superfluous words, beginner English guide. This part of the video explains 1. How to use random units. 2. What superfluous words are. Random units. How to write them. Rule. Look at the number before the unit. If the number is 1, use singular. If the number is more than 1, use plural. Examples. Number, unit, full phrase, explanation. 1 spoonful of sugar. Singular. 2 spoonfuls of sugar, plural. 1 glassful of water. Singular. 2 glassfuls of water. Plural. 1 handful, a handful of pasta. Singular. 2 handfuls of pasta, plural. Tip, the of always comes after the unit to show what the unit contains. Example, 2 spoonfuls of sugar, sugar is contained in the unit. More examples from video. She drank 2 glassfuls of orange juice, glassfuls, plural, because number equals 2. A fistful of acting awards, singular because number equals 1. Lots of money arrived, fistfuls, plural because manyness. Concept clear. Random units depend on the number and use singular plural accordingly. Hash superfluous words, extra words you don't need. Superfluous words equal words that are extra unnecessary. They do not change the meaning. Examples from daily life. 1. Bitter water. Water is always wet. Saying wet water, wet is superfluous. 2. Bitter gourd. Bitter is part of the vegetable name. Saying bitter, bitter gourd, bitter, extra. 3. Old history. History is always old. Saying old history, old is superfluous. 4. Coming future. Future is always coming. Saying coming future, coming is superfluous. 5. Cold ice. Ice is always cold. Saying cold ice, cold is superfluous. Key tip. Superfluous words are often adjectives or descriptors that are already implied. They should not be used in English writing or speaking. Special case. Again, some verbs already mean do again. Adding again is wrong. Examples. Repeat already means do again. Repeat again is wrong. Return back already means come back. Return back is wrong. Rule. Don't use extra words with verbs that already contain the meaning. Summary. Random units and superfluous words. 1. Random units. Singular number equals 1, plural number 1. Always use of after the unit to show what it contains. Examples. 1 spoonful of sugar, 2 spoonfuls of sugar, 1 handful of pasta, 2 handfuls of pasta. Hatter 2. Superfluous words. Extra words that do not add meaning. Common examples. Wet water, cold ice, old history, coming future. Do not add again with verbs that already mean repetition. Repeat, not repeat again. Return, not return back. Tip, keep English simple and clear. Avoid extra words. If you want, I can make a full colorful chart with all unit types plus explanations. I'll also correct meanings where needed and make everything grammatically accurate. Superfluous words in English, beginner guide. This part of the video explains superfluous words, extra words we don't need, with examples. What are superfluous words? Superfluous words equals extra words that are not needed because their meaning is already included in the main word. Using them makes English redundant or wrong. Common examples of superfluous words. Example 1, previous records. Sentence, India broke all previous records. Problem, previous is not needed. Records already means something that happened before. Correct, India broke all records. Example 2, wet water. Water is always wet, wet is extra. Correct, I want water. Example 3, suppose if. Sentence, suppose you won the Oscar. What would you do? Correct, if you won the Oscar, what would you do? Wrong, suppose and if together, you cannot use both together. Example 4, repeat again, return back, reborn again. Repeat already means do again, don't add again. Return already means go back, don't add back. Reborn already means born again, don't say reborn again. Other words, rebuild threat, regain, reiterate, don't use again with these. Example 5, latest update. Update already means the latest change. Latest is superfluous. Correct. Check the update. Example 6, mutual friend. Friend already means a connection between people. Mutual is extra. Correct, common friend. Example 7, bag and baggage. Bag equals luggage, and baggage is superfluous. Correct, she left the house completely. Example 8, raining cats and dogs. Heavily raining, like cats and dogs, means raining heavily. Heavily or like, one is enough, don't use both together. Correct, it's raining cats and dogs. Hash example 9, words where extra adjectives are not needed. Word, meaning words to avoid. Extra words to avoid. Final destination. Destination is already final. Don't say final destination in grammar rules context. Movie names are exceptions. Estimate already means rough approximation. Don't say rough estimate or approximate estimate history. Already past, don't say past history. Return, already back, don't say return back. Future, already coming, don't say coming future. Reason, already gives cause, don't say reason because. Consensus, already everyone's opinion, don't say consensus opinion. Conclusion, already final, don't say final conclusion. Funeral, already a service, don't say funeral service. Tip, in English, always avoid extra words that repeat the meaning already contained in the main word. Key takeaways. Superfluous words, 1. Superfluous words are extra words that are not needed. 2. Common categories. Adjectives that are already implied. Wet water, cold ice. Words like again, back, latest, mutual. Words that are already in meaning like return, estimate, history, consensus. 3. Correcting these words will make your English clear, precise, and grammatically correct. Summary of superfluous words. Do not add extra words that repeat meaning. Examples. Repeat again. Repeat. Wet water, water. Past history, history. Final destination, destination. Mutual friend, common friend. Return back, return. Exam tip. These superfluous words are very common in SSC, banking, and English exams. Memorize the rules and examples for perfect answers. I can next make a colorful, important grammar concepts. Beginner guide. This part of the video focuses on important noun rules and prepositions with examples. Foundation course and 120 grammar rules. If you complete the 50-hour foundation course, you will be able to revise all 120 rules of grammar easily. Everything taught in this course is summarized in 120 rules. This is your complete reference guide for English grammar. Hash preposition rule. Enter versus into. Enter equals to go inside something. Into equals used for phrasal verbs like look into or investigate into. Important. When going from outside to inside, do not use into. Wrong. He entered into the room. Correct. He entered the room. Into is superfluous in this case. Knack nouns connected with a preposition. Rule. When two nouns are joined by a preposition, always use singular form. Never use plural for the main nouns in this structure. Examples. 1. Villages after villages. Wrong. Correct. Village after village. 2. Books after books. Wrong. Correct. Book after book. 3. Cities after cities. Wrong. Correct. City after city. 4 pages after pages? Wrong, correct. Page after page. Tip: only singular form works in noun after noun structure. Plural forms of irregular nouns. Some nouns have irregular plurals, important for exams. Table of common irregular nouns. Singular, plural, meaning, dormouse. Dormouse, a type of small animal, foot, feet. Feet, body part, goose, geese, animal, louse, lice. Singular, louse, plural, lice, like small insects in hair. Woman, women, female person. Daughter-in-law. Daughters-in-law, compound noun, pluralize main noun only. Son-in-law, sons-in-law, compound noun, pluralize main noun only. Commander-in-chief, commanders-in-chief, pluralize main noun only. Hanger-on, hangers-on, pluralize main noun only. Key points: in compound nouns, pluralize the main noun. Example: daughter-in-law, daughters-in-law. 2. Sometimes both words are plural. Example: class fellow, class fellows. Both words become plural in rare cases like men servants, men servants. Homework practice question. Question: son-in-law. If you make it plural, where do you put the apostrophe and s? Your task: practice compound noun pluralization with apostrophes correctly. Tip: comment answers in class for feedback and possible rewards. Summary of key concepts. Superfluous words. Don't use extra words that repeat meaning. Examples: wet water, final destination, repeat again, past history. 2. Enter versus into. Use enter when going inside. Into is for phrasal verbs like look into. 3. Nouns with prepositions. Always use singular in noun after noun. Example: village after village, page after page. 4. Irregular plural nouns. Memorize main noun plural forms. Example: goose, geese, louse, lice, woman, women. 5. Compound nouns. Pluralize main noun only. Example: daughter-in-law, daughters-in-law. Exam tip: questions on superfluous words, noun preposition rules, and plural forms are frequent in SSC, banking, and competitive exams. Use this table and practice examples for fast revision. If you want, I can make a colorful visual chart table. Nouns and verbs, important concepts. This session is about nouns, verbs, and confusing words. These concepts are very important for exams like SSC, banking, and defense. Advice versus advise versus advises. These are similar sounding words, but different in meaning and usage. Word, part of speech, meaning, example, information. Advice, noun, uncountable, suggestion or guidance. She gave me good advice. Advise, verb, to give advice, suggest, I advise you to study daily. Advises, noun, uncountable, information, information or data. There are a few pieces of advices on this topic. Key points. 1. Advice equals a suggestion, noun, uncountable, no plural. Wrong. Advices, I gave him advices. Correct. I gave him advice. 2. Advise equals action of giving advice, verb. She advised me to eat healthy. 3. Advises equals refers to information, not suggestions. Noun, uncountable. Example: the government released several financial advices. Examples from transcript. 1. He gave me a piece of advice. 2. He's me to work hard. Advised. 3. There are a few pieces of VARG on this topic. Advises information. Tip: remember, advice, now advise, advise. Verb, advises information. Noun. Noun, practice versus practice. Another similar sounding pair. Practice versus practice. Practice equals noun, the act of doing something repeatedly. Practice equals verb, to perform or do the act of practice. Examples: 1. Practice, noun, daily practice makes a man perfect. 2. Practice, verb, he practices piano every day. Tip: if you see do action, use practice, verb. If you see thing, habit, act, use practice, noun. Add our summary of key concepts. So far, advice versus advise versus advises. Advice equals suggestion, noun. Advise equals to give advice, verb. Advises equals information. 2. Practice versus practice. Practice equals noun, habit, act. Practice equals verb, perform the act. 3. Tip for exams. Focus on noun versus verb differences. Look for plural and uncountable rules. Visual memory aid: advice, advise, advises. You can see the code in our conversation history. Practice, practice. You can see the code in our conversation history. I can make a colorful table. Part 2, key confusing words. This lesson covers practice, practice, affect, affect, believe, belief. Practice versus practice. We already learned the basics, now some examples. Word, part of speech, meaning, example, key noun, practice, noun, the act of doing something repeatedly, practice makes a man perfect. Practice, verb, to do the act of practice, he practices daily. Explanation, if it answers what noun, use practice. If it answers do what, verb, use practice. Examples from transcript. 1. What makes a man perfect? Practice, noun. He daily practices. Tip, noun equals thing, habit, act, practice. Verb equals action, practice. And affect versus effect. These are tricky words because they sound similar but are different. Word, part of speech, meaning, example, affect, verb, to influence or produce change. This cold weather affects my health. Effect, noun, the result or impact. The strong medicine had a good effect on him. Key rules. 1. Affect is action, verb, what is being done. 2. Effect equals result, noun, what happened. Examples from transcript. 1. She had a strong on me. Effect. 2. She, me deeply. Affects. Extra note. Sometimes effect is also used as a verb to achieve or bring about something. Example, the new law will affect changes in education. Here, effect equals to cause or achieve something. Uncountable nouns with few pieces. Some nouns cannot be counted, like advice, information, news. Rule, when you want to count uncountable nouns, use words like piece of, item of, news. Example, wrong, I have few advices, correct? I have a few pieces of advice. Another example, a few pieces of news came today. Tip, always add piece of with uncountable nouns if you need to count them. Believe versus belief. Word, part of speech, meaning, example. Believe, verb, to trust or have faith, I believe your words. Belief, noun. Faith or trust, my belief in God is strong. Key rule, action equals believe, verb, do something, trust. Thing, concept, belief, what you trust. Examples from transcript. 1. I saw your statements, believe. 2. I have a strong, in honesty, belief. Summary of this session, concept, noun, verb, meaning, quick tip. Quick tip. Practice, practice. Practice equals habit, practice equals action. What, noun, do what, affect, effect, verb, noun, affect equals influence, effect equals result, action, result equals effect. Uncountable nouns, advice, news, information. Count them, piece of, item of, believe, belief. Verb, noun, believe equals trust, action, belief equals faith, action, believe, thing equals belief. Visual memory aid. You can see the word pairs from this entire course, like advice, advise, practice, practice, affect, effect, believe, belief, etc. Examples, emojis, and clear explanations. Transcript explanation. Beginner friend. 1. Believe versus belief. Believe, verb, means to trust, to have faith. Example, I believe you. I trust you. Belief means faith, trust, thing, idea. Example, I have a belief that God exists. My faith is that God is real. From transcript, I have a belief that God exists. Here belief equals noun. I believe your statement. Here believes action, verb. Tip, if the sentence shows action, use believe. If it shows a thing, idea, use belief. Nash 2. Prove versus proof. Prove, verb, to show with evidence, to demonstrate something is true. Action. Example, he proved me right. He showed that I was correct. Proof, noun, evidence, something that shows truth, thing. Example, he gave me a proof. He gave me evidence. From transcript, he proved me right. Verb, action, he gave me a proof. Noun, thing. So number 3, practice versus practice. In British English, practice, noun, the act of doing something regularly. Example, practice makes a man perfect. Practice, verb, the action of doing repeatedly. Example, I practice tennis every day. But in American English, both are spelled practice for noun and verb. 4. Advice versus advise. Advice, suggestion, guidance. Example, she gave me good advice. Thing, advise, verb, to suggest or guide someone. Example, I advise you to study hard. Action, action. Uncountable nouns. Some nouns cannot be counted. They don't have plural form. Examples, water, air, gold, iron. You cannot say waters or golds in normal sense. They are uncountable nouns. But sometimes adding S makes a new word with different meaning. Air equals oxygen around us. Air is arrogant behavior, showing off. Example, he is giving airs, he is showing arrogance. So remember, airs, plural of air. It's a different word. Tash difficult words, simplified, arrogant, proud, behaving like you are better than others. Evidence, proof, something that shows truth like a photo, document, or fact. Verb, action word, do something. Noun, name of thing, person, idea. Plural, more than one, cats, books. Summary, quick revision. 1, believe, V equals action. Belief, eighth idea. 2, prove, V equals show truth. Proof, N equals evidence. 3, practice, N equals habit. Practice, V equals action, UK only. 4, advice and suggestion. Advise, V equals to suggest. 5, uncountable nouns, water, air, gold, don't have plurals, but sometimes adding S creates a new word with different meaning. Now tell me, would you like me to also prepare a table of words and script explanation, beginner friendly? 1, water and waters. Water equals liquid that we drink or use. Example, I drink water every day. Here, water is uncountable noun. We cannot say waters for normal water in a glass. Waters equals large water bodies like seas, oceans, rivers. Example, the ship sailed across the waters. Here, waters means seas, oceans, not just water in a glass. So, water equals liquid to drach use. Waters equals seas, oceans, rivers. Hatter 2, arm and arms. Arm equals a body part, singular. Example, my left arm hurts. Arms equals one body parts, plural, both arms are strong. 2, weapons. Russia supplies arms to India. Here, arms does not mean body parts, it means weapons. So, arm equals hand part of body. Arms equals A, 2 hands, or B, weapons. 3, iron and irons. Iron equals a metal, uncountable. Example, the gate is made of iron. Irons equals chains, fetters used to tie prisoners. Example, the prisoner was kept in irons, so iron equals metal. Irons is chains, fetters. Now 4, wood and woods. Wood equals timber, material of trees used for making furniture. Example, this table is made of wood. Woods equals forest, many trees. Example, he lives near the woods. So, wood equals timber, material. Woods equals forest. Hair 5, gold and golds. Gold is precious metal, uncountable. Example, the ring is made of gold. Golds equals metals, not the metal. Example, she won many golds in sports, means metals, not metal pieces. So goldy, metal, gold equals metals. Hair 6, force and forces. Force is strength, power. Example, he pushed the door with great force. Forces equals troops, military, police. Example, the army forces attacked the enemy. So force equals power, strength. Forces equals army plus military groups. Extra examples to make it clear. 1, water, I need some water. Waters, the fisherman sailed in the waters of the sea. 2, arm, she has a tattoo on her arm. Arms, the soldiers were carrying arms, weapons. 3, iron, the gate is made of iron. Irons, the prisoner was in irons, chains. 4, wood, the chair is made of wood. Woods, the wolf lives in the woods, forest. 5, gold, the crown is made of gold. Golds, the athlete won 3 golds, medals. 6, force, the wind blew with force. Forces, the forces guarded the border. And summary, main idea. Some nouns change meaning when we add S. They are not simple plurals, they become different words. Water, waters, oceans. Arm, arms, weapons. Iron, irons, chains. Wood, woods. Forest, gold, golds, metals. Force, forces. Troops, army. Very important for competitive exams like SBI PO and IBPS PO, because these are tricky questions. Teacher's tip, always check the context, situation of the sentence. The same word can have a different meaning when it has S at the end. That's the key to solving such questions in your exam. Would you like me to detailed explanation of transcript? 1. Word, force. Force, singular uncountable noun, means strength, power, or pressure. Example, he used a lot of force to open the door. In physics, you studied force equals mass x acceleration. Forces, plural noun, refers to organized groups like army, police, military troops. Example, the Indian forces are known for their bravery. The forces at the border have been alerted. Here, forces equals soldiers, army groups guarding the border. Important, force, strength equals uncountable noun. Forces, armies, troops equals plural noun, different meaning. Extra example, the police used force to control the crowd. Russia sent its forces to Ukraine. Number 2. Word, iron. Iron, metal, a type of metal used for making furniture, tools, machines, etc. Example, this gate is made of iron. Irons, chains, fetters, means chains used to tie prisoners. Example, the judge ordered to remove the prisoner's irons. Here, irons equals chains, fetters, not the metal. Important difference. Iron equals metal. Irons equals chains used for prisoners. Number 3, word people versus peoples. People, plural noun, means a group of persons, many persons. Example, there were many people at the market. The people are waiting outside. Peoples, different nationalities, groups, means groups of people from different countries, cultures, or nationalities. Example, the peoples of the world want peace. Here, peoples, Indians, Americans, Chinese, etc., different national groups. The peoples of Africa have diverse cultures. Important, people equals many persons, general. Peoples, groups of people from different countries, nationalities. Extra tip, Indian people equals citizens of India. The peoples of Asia, Indians, Chinese, Japanese, different groups together. Nashkar 4, teacher's homework question. The teacher asked, is hair countable or uncountable? Answer, hair, uncountable, when talking generally. Her hair is black. We don't count individual hairs, we see them together. Hairs, countable but rare, used when talking about individual strands. I found 2 white hairs on my head. So the rule is, normally hair equals uncountable hairs equals countable when talking about single strands. Quick summary for fast revision. 1, force. Force equals strength, power, uncountable. Forces equals armies, police, troops, plural. 2, iron. Iron equals metal. Irons equals chains for prisoners. 3, people versus peoples. People equals many persons. Peoples equals people of different countries, nationalities. 4, hair. Hair equals uncountable, general. Hairs equals countable, individual strands. Extra tip for you, bank aspirant. These small word differences are very common in competitive exams, SBI-PO, IBPS-PO. They check whether you know the correct usage of singular, plural, and uncountable, countable nouns. So learn with examples and practice them regularly. Let's go slowly. Detailed explanation of transcript. Part 1. Introduction to questions. The teacher is saying we will practice many questions from the Achiever series. All questions will be based on nouns. Purpose equals to make all concepts of nouns crystal clear. So we start with error detection questions, finding mistakes in sentences. Hasher Part 2, concept number 1, number plus unit noun rule. Whenever you see a structure like number plus unit plus noun or number plus unit adjective, the unit will always be singular, never plural. Example 1, sentence. Open quote, tennis rankings work over a 52 weeks period. Close quote. Mistake equals 52 weeks period. Correct, 52-week period. Why? 9 is 52 equals number, week equals period equals noun. So week should be singular, 52-week period, meaning the ranking system is calculated over a time of 52 weeks. Example 2, sent open quote, a 5-judges bench said that, close quote. Mistake equals judges, correct equals judge. Why? 5 equals number, judge equals unit, bench equals noun. So judge should be singular, 5-judge bench, meaning a bench group of 5 judges gave the statement. Teacher's extra explanation. If a noun works like an adjective, describes another noun, it always stays singular. Example, 50 hours foundation course. 50-hour foundation course, because hour is describing foundation course. Part 3, trick question, no error example. Open quote, just 3 years ago, close quote. Some students thought years should be singular, year, but that's wrong. Why? Here the structure is number plus unit adverb, ago. Ago equals adverb, not a noun adjective. The rule applies only to noun adjective, not to adverbs. So 3 years ago is correct, meaning 3 years before now. Stack simplified key points for beginners. Well, numbers unit, noun, unit must be singular. 52-week period, 52 weeks period 2. Rule, number plus unit adjective, unit must be singular. 50-hour foundation course, 50 hours foundation course 3. Don't confuse with adverbs like ago. 3 years ago is 100% correct. Quick summary, easy recap. When a number describes a time, weight, measure, or unit, keep the unit singular. 10-kilogram bag, not kilograms bag. $20 note, not dollars note. 5-star hotel, not stars hotel. But if it's not describing a noun adjective like ago, then plural is fine. 3 years ago. Correct. Think of it like this. When the number plus unit works together as one unit of measurement, the unit stays singular. Now my question for you, my dear student. Do you want me to also make a list of common exam examples? Let's go step by step. Detailed explanation. Part 1. no error question at the beginning. The teacher says, some sentences given earlier looked confusing, but actually there was no error. Many students got trapped because they thought there was an error. But in reality, the sentence was correct. Lesson: sometimes exam questions will have no error as the correct answer. Don't try to force a mistake where there is none. Nash Part 2. Concept number 2. Uncountable nouns. Now the teacher introduces Concept 2. Rule: some nouns are uncountable. That means we cannot count them directly using numbers, 1, 2, 3. These nouns are always treated as singular. They take a singular verb. Examples of uncountable nouns: news, information, machinery, jewelry, poetry, scenery, furniture. Important point. Wrong. Few bad news. Correct, few pieces of bad news. Why? Because news cannot be counted. You can't say one news, two news. Instead, you say one piece of news, two pieces of news. Example: the government faced few bad news. The government faced few pieces of bad news. So in the question, the mistake was in part C, few bad news. Part 3, why years? Is plural here. A student asked, why do we say 8 years after 2014, not 8 year? Teacher explains, here we only have number plus unit, years. There is no noun adjective after it. Years itself is giving full meaning, time. So in this case, the unit must be plural, 8 years. Example: 3 years ago, 5 years later, 10 years passed. If year was used before a noun, then it would stay singular. A 5-year plan, because plan is the noun. A 5 years plan. Part 4, concept number 3, practice versus practice. Now teacher explains concept 3. Practice, noun, the thing itself, habit, custom, routine. Example: good practices help us succeed. Practice, verb, the action, to do, to perform. Example: I practice English daily. In the question, the word best is an adjective. Adjectives always describe nouns. So after best, we need a noun, best practices, not best practice. Correct sentence: we must follow the best practices. Part 5, concept number 4, possessive with apostrophe S. Teacher explains, when something belongs to someone, something, we use S, apostrophe S. Example: sector of India, India's sector. More examples: the book of Ram, Ram's book. The decision of the company, the company's decision. So the sentence in the transcript should be, India's private university sector. Private university sector of India, not natural in English. Key points to remember. 1. Uncountable nouns, no numbers directly, use piece of if needed. Few bad news, few pieces of bad news. 2. Number plus unit alone, unit is plural. 8 years after 2014, 3 years ago. 3. Best plus practice, practices because adjective needs a noun. Best practices. 4. Possession, use apostrophe S for ownership. India's sector, teacher's book. Quick summary, easy recap. Some nouns like news, information, furniture are uncountable. Don't use them with numbers directly. Use piece of to count. If only number plus unit is used, without a noun, unit is plural. Example: 3 years ago. Practice equals noun, practice equals verb. After best, use plural noun, best practices. Use apostrophe S for belonging. India's sector, Ram's pen. Imagine this like building blocks. If it describes measurement, unit stays singular, 5-year plan. If it stands alone as a unit of time, plural, 5 years ago. If it shows ownership, S, India's sector. Do you want me to now create a visual chart explanation of transcript? 1. Apostrophes, possession. The teacher explains that apostrophes is used only with nouns. Afters, another noun should come. It shows possession, ownership, belonging. Example: Ram's car equals car belongs to Ram. Teacher's book, book belongs to the teacher. Wrong use, we don't use S with things that don't show ownership. Example: campuses, not correct because campus here is not showing ownership. 2. Hissing sound rule, words ending with S. When a noun already ends in S and it makes a hissing sound, S, sometimes we don't add another S after apostrophe. Example: students' lack of confidence, correct because students already ends with S. James's book, also correct, but if there is no hissing sound, we keep the extra S. Example: India's development, correct because no hissing sound. 3. Superfluous words, extra words not needed. Superfluous equals unnecessary, extra. Example with enter, enter into the room. Wrong because enter already means go into. Correct. Enter the room. Rule: Do not use in with enter when talking about going inside, but there is one exception. Enter into is a phrasal verb, but it means start an agreement contract. Example, they entered into an agreement with the company. So, enter the room, going inside. Enter into an agreement, legal use. How to 4, use of the with most. We don't always need the before most. If most means the greatest number, then use the. Example, the most important reason. But if most means very, no need of the. Example, most people agree. Number 5, students' lack of determination. The teacher explains frustration comes because of students' lack of determination. Rule here, when we talk about lack, shortage belonging to students, we use students' lack, apostrophe after S. Correct, students' lack of determination and confidence. Wrong, students' lack of determination, missing apostrophe. Neshar 6, adjective versus noun in apostrophes. The teacher explains, apostrophes is used only with nouns, never with adjectives. Example, summer's flowers, wrong because summer is not owning flowers. Summer flowers, correct. Here, summer is an adjective describing the type of flowers. So always remember, if the word is describing something, acting as adjective, we don't add S. Number 7, two same nouns with preposition. When two same nouns are joined by a preposition, like by after to, they always stay in singular form. Examples, book after book, not books after books. City by city, not cities by cities. Step by step, not steps by steps. Page after page, not pages after pages. Rule, always keep the noun singular in the structure. Key rules from this lesson 1. Apostrophe s shows possession, Ram's car, only used with nouns. 2, if noun ends in s, hissing sound, then just add apostrophe, students lack. 3, enter, never use in with enter, only enter the room. But enter into equals start an agreement. 4, most the is used only when comparing, the most important reason. 5, adjectives don't take s summer flowers, not summer's flowers. 6, same nouns preposition, keep nouns singular, book after book, step by step. Quick summary, easy recap. S equals ownership, Ram's book. Don't use as with adjectives, summer's flowers, summer flowers. Enter go inside, no in. Enter into equals sign agreement. After words ending in s, just use apostrophe, students. With repeated nouns prepositions, keep them singular, book after book. That's the full beginner-friendly breakdown of this transcript part. Nar 1, singular and plural nouns with page after page. Wrong, pages after pages. Correct, page after page. Rule, when we repeat nouns with prepositions like after by to, we keep them singular, not plural. Examples, book after book, not books after books. Step by step, not steps by steps. City by city, not cities by cities. So the correct sentence is, my brother has read page after page of the Ramayana. Number 2, special singular and plural words. Some words have special plural forms. Radius, radii. Syllabus, syllabi. Tooth, teeth. Foot, feet. Example, the radii of a circle are equal. Not radius are equal because radii is plural. Hammer 3, uncountable nouns, no plurals. Some nouns do not have a plural form. Examples, poetry, not poetries. Scenery, not sceneries. Machinery, not machineries. Jewelry, not jewelries. Furniture, not furnitures. Correct. I like the poetry of Rabindranath Tagore. Or, I like the poems of Rabindranath Tagore. Nashar 4, random measurement units. Words like spoonful, cupful, glassful, handful, mouthful, fistful have a special plural rule. The s is added at the end. Examples, spoonful, spoonfuls, cupful, cupfuls, glassful, glassfuls, handful, handfuls, mouthful, mouthfuls. So wrong, 2 spoonful of medicine. Correct, 2 spoonfuls of medicine twice a day. Narsh 5, compound nouns, like brother-in-law. Singular, brother-in-law. Plural, brothers-in-law, not brother-in-laws. Example, all her brothers-in-law are very cooperative. Also note, if subject is she, we say all her brothers-in-law, not all his. Number 6, possession in compound nouns. If we want to show possession, ownership, we adds at the end of the compound noun. Example, my brother-in-law's bike is new, not brothers-in-law bike. Summary, quick revision. 1, page after page, use singular with repeating prepositions. 2, some nouns have special plurals, radii, syllabi, teeth, feet. 3, some nouns are uncountable, no plural forms, poetry, scenery, jewelry, furniture. 4, random measurement units take s at the end, spoonfuls, cupfuls, handfuls. 5, compound nouns, like brother-in-law, plural equals brothers-in-law. 6. For possession in compound nouns, add s at the end. My brother-in-law's car. Teacher's tip. Always check if the noun is countable or uncountable, and remember that compound nouns follow special rules. With practice, this will become natural for you. Would you like me to also make brother-in-law's bike? Correct? My brother's-in-law bike, wrong, always adds at the very end of the compound noun. Symmetrical objects, always plural. Symmetry, when an object can be divided into two equal parts. These words are always plural. Glasses, spectacles, sunglasses, shades, binoculars, pliers, scissors. Example, he wears glasses. He wears a glass. Wrong, because glass, drinking glass. Hammer 3. Clothes, always plural. Some clothing items are always used in plural form. Trousers, pants, jeans, shorts, pajamas, shoes, slippers, sneakers, heels, flats. Example, I bought new jeans. I bought a jean. Number 4. Furniture equals uncountable. Furniture does not exist. Correct. Most of the furniture was sold. Rule, uncountable nouns take singular verb. Example, most of the furniture was sold. Most of the furniture were sold. Idiom, sold for a song, means sold very cheaply. Number 5. Luggage and baggage, uncountable. Luggages is wrong. Correct. She left her luggage at home. Both luggage and baggage equals uncountable nouns. Number 6. Information, uncountable. 3 informations, wrong. Correct way, 3 pieces of information. Rule, if we want to count, add pieces of. Example, the police received 3 important pieces of information. The police received 3 informations. Number 7. Scenery equals uncountable. Sceneries is wrong. Correct. The scenery of Uttarakhand is very charming. Scenery equals always singular and uncountable. Summary, quick revision. 1. Compound noun possession at the end, brother-in-law's bike. 2. Symmetrical objects, scissors, glasses, pliers, always plural. 3. Clothes, jeans, pants, shoes, always plural. 4. Furniture, uncountable, singular verb, was. 5. Luggage and baggage, uncountable. 6. Information, uncountable, use pieces of information. 7. Scenery, uncountable, no sceneries. Tip for you, beginner student. Whenever you feel confused, ask yourself, can I really count this item one by one? If yes, it's countable, books, pens. If no, it's uncountable, furniture, luggage, information, scenery. People and similar nouns are plural. The teacher says, people is always plural. Police, cattle, etc. are also plural nouns. That means whenever we use words like people, police, cattle, we must use a plural verb. Example, the police is coming. The police are coming. Why? Because these nouns already mean many, not one. Hammer 2. 120 rules of grammar. Teacher mentions 120 rules of grammar. That's like a summary of all important grammar concepts. If you know them, your grammar will become very strong. She is encouraging students to study those rules as revision material. 3. Wrong phrase. Coming future. Sentence and transcript. India and Pakistan will face many problems in the coming future. Error. Future already means coming. Adding coming is extra and unnecessary. This mistake is called superfluous expression equals using unnecessary, repeated words. Correct way. India and Pakistan will face many problems in the future. Or, India and Pakistan will face many problems in the near future, if you want to say soon. Same concept for past history, history. Wet water, water. Previous record, record. Naujmarta 4. Wrong use of double apostrophe. Transcript sentence. My friend's wife's brother came to me. Doubles together is not correct in English grammar. Correct way, the brother of my friend's wife came to me. Example, Rahul's sister's friend. The friend of Rahul's sister. Rule, instead of to's, we rewrite the sentence with of. Number 5. Politics word, singular or plural. Politics can be used in 2 different meanings. One as a field subject, singular. Example, politics is an important subject. 2 as personal political views, plural. Example, his politics are strange. In transcript, competitive politics leads to paralysis of governance. Correct form leads, not lead, because here politics means a field, singular. Number 6. Movie example, apostrophe rule. Teacher jokes about movies like Sonu ke Tidu ki sweetie. In English, we cannot keep double apostrophes together. Wrong, Sonu's Tidu's sweetie. Correct, sweetie of Sonu's Tidu. Always rewrite from the last noun backwards using of. Simple vocabulary help. Plural noun equals a word that means more than one. People, police, trousers. Verb equals action word. Run, eat, play, is, are. Superfluous equals extra, not needed. Apostrophe S equals shows possession. Ravi's book, Book of Ravi. Quick summary for revision. 1. People, police, cattle, always plural, use are, not is. 2. Don't say coming future, just say future. 3. Doubles apostrophe is wrong, use of to rewrite. 4. Politics equals singular subject field, plural views. 5. Apostrophe in titles rewrite using of. So this part mainly teaches about plural nouns, unnecessary words, and apostrophe rules. Fucked! Would you like me to also create a practice exercise sheet with answers, like fill in the blanks or words, and give you examples? Transcript explanation. 1. Sweetie of Sonu Titu. The teacher explains that when we show possession, something belongs to someone, we cannot use two apostrophes together like this. Sonu's Titu's sweetie, correct. Sweetie of Sonu Titu rule, never use double possessive, twos close together. Instead, rewrite it using of. 2. Making the reservation regime. Sentence. Making the reservation regime fair, objective, and theory-based is a big challenge. Court's attempts are welcomed in this direction. Reservation regime equals laws or system about reservations, quota. Making is the subject here. This word is a gerund. Gerund equals when a verb ends with ing and works like a noun. Example, running is fun. Here, running is the subject. Reading helps me relax. So in the sentence, making the reservation regime fair is a big challenge. Verb should be singular, is, not are. 3. Court's attempts. Court's attempt. If only one court is trying, court's attempt. If many courts are trying, court's attempts. Apostrophe rule. Singular, courts, one court. Plural, courts, many courts. Tash 4. Hazardous sites. Example sentence. Working in hazardous sites like quarries with explosives and heavy machinery is risky. Hazardous equals dangerous. Explosives equals materials that explode like bombs. Machinery equals all machines together. We never write machineries. It is uncountable. Correct? Heavy machinery. 5. Commission's desire sentence. The only overarching guideline is the commission's desire to match the boundaries. Wrong. Commission desire. Correct. Commission's desire, use apostrophe S. Hash 6. Absurd version of patriotism sentence. It's an absurd, strange version of patriotism that ignores data and disrespects millions of families. Absurd, silly, strange, not logical. Patriotism, love for your country. 7. Units in numbers, million, lakh, etc. Rule, when talking about big numbers, if it is not exact, like millions of families, we use plural form millions. If it is exact, like 1 million families, we use singular million. Examples. Millions of people suffer from poverty. 1 million people live in this city. Ascending order, small to big, hundreds, thousands, lakhs, millions, crores. Summary, quick revision. 1. Double possessive, Sonu's Titu's sweetie. Why? Because apostrophe plus S shows possession, ownership. Example, Rahul's book equals Book of Rahul. Rahul owns the book. Doctor's advice, advice of the doctor. But here we are not talking about possession. We are only talking about doctors in general, physicians, family physicians, primary care providers. So physicians general is wrong. Correct. General physicians, no apostrophe. Main point. Apostrophes is only used when something belongs to someone. Optimism. Optimism equals positivity, a hopeful attitude. Optimism is an uncountable noun. Uncountable means you cannot count it like one optimism, two optimisms. You can only say some optimism, less optimism, more optimism. Wrong. There is a less optimism. Correct. there is less optimism because a article is only used with countable nouns, a pen, a book. Months, plural form, rule. When we talk about a numberless unit, like 8 months, 2 years, check if it is clear enough. If the unit already shows complete meaning, use plural. If not complete, sometimes singular. Sentence. Studies point to waning immunity after 8 to 9 months. Wrong, because 8 to 9 months sounds incomplete. Correct. 8 to 9 months. Plural is needed here. Example, he lived there for 5 years. The baby is 1 year old. Singular, because only 1 year. Police. Important fact, police is always treated as a plural noun. We never say, police is. Correct, police are. Sentence, the local police has no choice. Correct, the local police have no choice. Little, a little, the little. These three look similar but have different meanings. A little equals some, positive sense. Example, I have a little money equals I have some money, not much, but enough. Little equals almost none, negative sense. Example, I have little money equals I have almost no money. The little equals a small amount that exists, specific. Example, the little money I had, I gave to my friend. Safety versus safely. Rule, safety equals noun, thing. Safely equals adverb, manner of action. Sentence, ensure safety in every age group. Safety equals noun, correct. Wrong, ensure safely. Example, safety is important. He drives safely. Superfluousness, extra word. Superfluous equals unnecessary, extra. Example, he returned back. Return already means come back, so back is unnecessary. Correct, he returned. In the transcript, teacher explains, sentence said, return back. Correction, only return is correct. Had a quick summary, main ideas. 1. Apostrophes, possessive, is only for ownership, doctor's book, but not for general physicians. 2. Optimism is uncountable, never say optimism. 3. Use plural units, 8 to 9 months, 5 years, 10 days. 4. Police equals always plural, police have, not police has. 5. Little, a little, the little meanings are different. 6. Use safety noun, not safely, when talking about ensuring. 7. Avoid superfluous words, return back, return. So, my dear student, the main lesson here is script explanation. Detailed, beginner-friendly. Rule about return and repeat. The teacher says return already means to go back, so don't write return back, just write return. Example, wrong, she returned back to India. Correct, she returned to India. Repeat already means say do again, so don't write repeat again, just write repeat. Example, wrong, please repeat it again. Correct, please repeat it. Rule, words with re prefix like return, repeat, rewrite, redo already mean again back, so don't add again back. Hack airline example. The teacher says, after about 70 years, 7 decades, the airline came back to its original owners. Mistake explained. When using number plus units noun, if the noun is clear and stands alone, then if it is sufficient, plural. If it is insufficient, singular. Here, decade, 10 years is clear. So we write 7 decades, 7 decades. 7-decade error with both and. When we use both, we must always connect with and. Wrong, both this as well as this. Correct, both this and this. Example, wrong, both Ramesh as well as Suresh are coming. Correct, both Ramesh and Suresh are coming. Word meaning, personification. The teacher says, the airline is personified, treated like a person. That's why we can use S' with it. Example, the airline's future looks bright. Here, airline is treated like a living thing. Word coward. The teacher explains, coward equals a noun, a person who is afraid. We cannot use it as an adjective like coward girls. Correct way, Shivangi and Shweta are cowards. Noun used correctly. Shivangi and Shweta are coward girls. Rule, some words are already nouns, not adjectives. Example, miser equals a stingy person. Noun, not miser man, but he is a miser. Big trade example. The transcript says, Moscow and Beijing's trade was valued at $100 billion. Mistake explained. Billion is a unit. If the unit itself is not enough to show meaning, it remains singular. So we write $100 billion, $100 billions. Note, dollars is plural, but billion stays singular. Wrong use of coming future. The teacher explains, don't say in the coming future, say in the future. Reason, the word future already means time that is coming, going to happen. So adding coming is unnecessary and wrong. Apostrophe rule. Never use double apostrophe like Biden's administration's relevance. Instead, rewrite it clearly. Correct the relevance of Biden administration's proposal. Example, wrong, John's friend's car. Correct the car of John's friend's car, but in exams, avoid double. Hash summary, quick recap. 1. Return, return back, repeat, repeat again. 2. After 70 years, 7 decades, plural. 3. Both and not both, as well as. 4. Personification uses with non-living things like airline's future. 5. Coward, measure equals nouns used directly, not as adjectives. 6. $100 billion, not billions. 7. Coming future, future. 8. Avoid double apostrophe, use of structure instead. So the main idea, this transcript is teaching common grammar mistakes in English. Wrong word usage, singular plural forms, unnecessary words, and apostrophe rules. Would you like me to also create a practice exercise sheet with 8 to 10 short questions, like fill in the blanks or correct slowly in very simple English, step by step? I'll keep it colorful and structured so you can study clearly. Revision and question. The teacher is doing vision practice again so that students remember better. She says, "Don't worry, I'll give you the PDF on Telegram." Then she asks a quick question. In recent research by Danny Bahar and Beta G, it was found that former U.S. President Donald Trump's order in June restricted migrant entry into the U.S. during the COVID-19 pandemic. Because of this, the U.S. had a loss of $100 billion, not 100 billions. Key grammar point. Number plus unit rule. When we write a number with a unit, like billion, million, thousand, dozen, we use the singular form. Wrong. $100 billions? Correct. $100 billion. Example, 95 million people, not 5 millions people, 10,000 books, not 10,000 books. So the error was in part D, writing billions instead of billion. Homework question. The teacher gives a homework question. When two same nouns are connected by a preposition, like of, to, with, should the nouns be written in singular form or plural form? This is your practice. For example, correct form, row after row of houses, row stays singular. Correct form, day by day life improved, day stays singular. So the question is testing. Do such connected nouns remain singular or do they change to plural? Answer, they stay singular. Prize winners. The teacher also announced winners from the last homework, Gauri Goyal, Subhajit Senapati. They should send an email with a screenshot to claim their prize money. Tash session end. She ends the session by saying, "You'll get today's PDF on my Telegram channel, the real one, not fake ones." That's the conclusion of the class. Difficult words simplified. Revision studying again to remember better. Migrant, a person who moves to another country. Pandemic, a disease spreading to many countries, like COVID-19. Valuation, value or worth in money. Preposition, words like in, on, at, to, of, by, with, after, etc. Tash summary, quick view. 1. Rule, after numbers, use singular units, 100 billion, not 100 billions. 2. Homework, when two same nouns are joined by a preposition, they usually stay singular, e.g. day by day. 3. Winners announced, Gauri Goyal and Subhajit Senapati. 4. PDF available on teacher's Telegram channel. That's the full breakdown. Would you like me to also create a separate grammar rules notebook for you where I collect all these rules, like return, return back, number plus, unit rule, both, and etc., so you can revise anytime?